Alright, it looks like we're about to get to round 40 again. I do need to set up this engineer right now so we don't die. I was going to go top path, but I think we should go bottom path this time. It'll probably be good if we just go with the sentry guns and get the balloon trap when we have enough money. Basically anything that'll cross through here will be immobilized effectively. And anything that gets through hopefully will be caught by the balloon trap. So that should work for round 40. Following that, I guess we could get a farm to save up some money for like the XL trap. Or maybe an energizer, because that can basically delete any balloons that come into its range. We can save up for that. Let's see. Still work with Geraldo, so we're still gonna spam all these turrets everywhere. Now that we have Jerry's Fire unlocked, we can start spamming that everywhere too. Obviously that's going to eat up a lot of our money, but I suppose that's kind of the point of using Geraldo. Alright, got enough for a farm, let's go ahead and get one. We can start saving up some money for some tier 5s, hopefully. I think this defense will be fine. Like I said, we're not worried about a strategy too badly, because we just have to get to around 80. So we'd be worried about like the same rounds we usually are worried about, so like round 63, 78. That might be kind of it. Because camo balloons are going to get popped by the submarine. Purples are going to be popped by the dart monkey. Leads by the submarine as well. And anything else that gets through should be caught by the trap. And then we also do have these blade traps at the end. So, should be okay. Gonna save up some money for these farms, and we should be just fine. Alright, let's see which one we do want to save up for. Got a choice between Crossbow Master, Energizer, and XXL Trap, and obviously the Trap's going to be the most expensive, but probably the most worth it as well. That thing will catch anything up to around 100, pretty much. But we are only going to around 80, so... I think if I were to choose between a Crossbow Master and an Energizer, I'd probably choose an Energizer. Just because I kind of like it a bit more. A bit more fun for me. But let me see if we can't save up like 30,000 by round 65. If we can get up to there, then maybe we can just save up for the XXL trap. That'll be alright, and that'll take us to the end of the game. Oh, we can actually use these bunnies too. I forgot about these. I've been playing so many games on medium difficulty that is, that I haven't been able to get these bunnies going. Typically, you get 4, I think, by round 60 on a medium game. So you can take out the BFB with that, but, you know, on a hard game, that'll take us, oops, this is the wrong potion here. By round 60, or sorry, by the time we get the bunnies in a hard game, we can actually use that up to round 80, which is great. So once we get another one of those, that will help us a lot, actually. And it looks like we're not really making all that much money right now, so we'd probably just settle for like an Energizer, like I said. I think we only need 27,000 for that. Yeah, 27,000. So, go ahead and save up for that. That should take us to the end of the game, pretty much. I could also use this genie potion here. I don't think I've caught that on camera. I've used it one time off camera, and it was pretty nice, but I've just not used it on camera. All this does basically is spawn a new tower that will stay there for the rest of the game, pretty much. I don't know if it gets affected by the same buffs that the shooty turrets do, like the pickle jar and the invisibility potion. Oh, it looks like it does. Okay. So, you know, we can keep that in the game for a while, and that'll just shoot these magic projectiles. I don't know how... Oh! Oh, okay. Well, I guess it does not stay for the rest of the game. I did not realize that. I thought it would stay for the rest of the game. But I guess not. So we could buy this every time we have enough money, but at this rate, we're not even going to be rich enough to buy the Energizer. So let me just go ahead and sell those farms, get that going. Yeah, I thought this guy was a permanent fixture to the towers for some reason. Probably because I was thinking it worked the same way as the bunnies do, because the bunnies are permanent. You can see the bunny going crazy here. That thing is permanent. So I don't know, I was thinking the genie was too, but I guess not. That should do it for us. The Energizer is powerful enough to take on mobs by itself, so BFBs, as long as they're popped by the bunny beforehand, shouldn't be a problem. And the ZOMG, I guess, could be a problem, but it, you know, we could use Jerry's Fire just for that, or I don't know, we could buy a Super Monkey. Not much we can't do at this point, so we are just fine. It looks like I can fit in one more game for this session. I might go a little bit over the hour, but I can fit in one more game for this session. You know, now that I, talked about it a little bit, I was talking about how much progress we have in the game left. I was, talking about the achievements and all the unlocks, like the monkey knowledge points and all of that. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like been stewing in the back of my brain for a little bit. Now that I think about it, it seems like we're going to be getting all of this game done kind of in a reasonable amount of time. I do think obviously we're going to spend the most time on the black borders, and that's going to take up like the majority of the playthrough, and it has so far. I mean, nothing's going to change there. But I mean, I kind of thought everything else would take a lot longer to get through. I don't really know why, but my brain was kind of telling me, oh, everything is going to take forever. On top of the black borders, you're going to be playing this for like years on end. Never going to end. But like, to be honest, I really don't think we're going to be black bordering for quite that long. Maybe a year at the most. I mean, we do have a lot of maps, and it does take us a long time to get through all of the medals, for sure. But like, after we get through the beginner maps, well, it looks like we have a daily chest ready to open. I will go ahead and do that off camera, so it keeps my records straight. You know, my library of, what am I trying to say? Of videos of opening chests and all that stuff, and the daily challenge and all that. I don't want to miss a day on one of them. Anyways, what was I saying? I think once we get past all of the easy maps, because there's so many of them, the beginner maps, I don't think it'll take us all that long to get through the rest of them. Granted, these last ones obviously are the hardest, so we're probably going to have to retry them over and over again, which is probably going to make up that lost time. But honestly, I might think it takes us longer to get through all of these beginner maps than it does the harder maps, just because of the sheer number of them. But that's just me. I don't know. Anyways, we can move on to the next medal here, but I just want to take a look at my money so I have an idea of how much longer we have until we get Corvus. We need 7,000. We're only at 1,500 now, so we need a lot. We need over 5,000 to afford him, which is quite a bit. I'm not necessarily looking to buy too much monkey knowledge right now. Maybe a handful of points. I do want this one. Marketplaces now produce 1 life instead of 0, and central markets produce 3 instead of, I think, 1. So that's pretty nice. We've been using marketplaces for a while, so that would be helpful. In the magic tree, maybe this one, but that would cost us another 1,000. So I don't necessarily know if we want that one. Yeah, I think that would be the only one that we want right now if we were to buy any of them. For the heroes, I would want... Where's the one that starts them off at level 3? Is it this one? I would want this one, so that would be an extra 750 to spend. And for the powers, I don't necessarily want any of these right now. I guess maybe bit farmers, but I mean, I don't know. We're not using banana farmers all that often, so. So let's see. If I were to buy all of these, it'd be another 750 plus 500. That's going to be 1250 plus another 1250. So that's like 2500. So that's like 2500 on top of 7,000, so nearly 10,000 monkey money just to spend on that. So I think I do want to save up for Corvus first, because again, it would be great to have all of these guys unlocked so we can just jump between any of them at any given moment. And, you know, get the medals for all the other maps as we progress through them, because we can switch off our strategy at will. But let's go ahead and continue, and maybe get an estimate about when we can unlock Corvus. Because let's see, let's do the math here. If we're getting, I think it's 220 per hard metal. I think these are all 220 right here. Half cash and chimps might be worth a little bit more. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe impalpable and chimps are worth a little bit more. So maybe like, let's say 800 plus 80 is 880. Plus the extra money might bring us up to like 1250. Roughly. So let's say 1250, 1300. We would need, let's see, that plus all the easy metals. I can't remember how much those give. 75, so that's, what is that, 125, 200, about another 220, so like 1500. Okay, 1500 plus another hard bout. It's going to bring us up to what, like 2750 or so. Plus the medium games are going to bring us up to, I'm going to just go ahead and say like 3100. So I'll say a full clear of a map, of an easy map, will give us maybe around 3,000 bucks. So we would need to get to, let's say the cabin. Let's black border the cabin. And then I would say that would bring us up to Corvus, roughly. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit sooner, or later, sorry. Maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. But I think that is a good measure, maybe, of when we would get Corvus. I am still working, obviously, on this Golden Bloon stuff and Odysseys and all that, and that's a good cash boost for me. So again, like I said, it's going to be roughly that much. The Odysseys give us the most money. I typically do stop at the hard Odysseys, so we're not really seeing that money come in. But the medium and the easy Odysseys even do give us, I think, about 1,000 together. So, you know, even with one map's worth of medals, so, you know, about that 3,000 plus an Odyssey will bring us up to 4,000, plus the money that we would get from Golden Bloons, probably would bump us up to 4,500, if not a little bit more. So we would only need about 1,000 after that. But, you know, I think we would get there maybe a little bit sooner than we expect. Obviously not today, but maybe a little bit sooner than we expect. But let's worry about these medals first before we even worry about unlocking Corvus. I don't think I've done a Magic Monkeys run with Geraldo. I think maybe one time at most on that last map that we did. So I'm not like entirely familiar with what we should do here, especially on this map, because we only have so much space to put these guys. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, magic dedicated spaces, and maybe we can fit like a wizard over here or something. Maybe a mermonkey? I don't know. Something small. A ninja fits there. Mermonkey does not. Oh, we can put a mermonkey in the water, though. That'll work. Could do that. Let's see, we're going to need lead popping, which Geraldo does not have yet until he gets Jerry's fire. But he's not going to be that level by the time we get to round 28 anyways. We need something to pop leads. We could use a druid for that. That's pretty cheap. Mermonkey's not going to do it. Ninja could do it, but that's a little pricey. especially because we give up a DPS tower. And if we're going bottom path on the ninja, we would want to put it like closer to the entrance. So yeah, let's go with a druid. Let's put him like over here. And let's go middle path. That should do it. That'll pop any leads that come out. Obviously, we do want both of these upgrades. They're pretty solid. So we do want to buy those soon, before round 40, ideally. But we do have an entire mob to deal with. We could use a super monkey. I suppose that's probably our best choice here. Yeah, let's save up for a super monkey. I don't see why not. The only thing to worry about with a super monkey, though, is going to be purples and camos, depending on what path we take. If we put a super monkey like right here, right at the beginning, we would want it to be probably top path to do the most DPS to the higher rounds here. But we would have to choose between extra range and camo detection. And camo detection is fine and all, but I do really like having extra range on the super monkey. So we would probably want to put either a mage or another ninja right here to cover that camo detection. Or we could use Geraldo. We could use like a C invisibility potion. That could maybe pick up the slack. I don't trust myself to apply this potion whenever I need it. So I don't know about all that, but like, see here, I just botched this. I meant to put it on Geraldo, but I accidentally put it on this one turret. So yeah, we could put a ninja right here, and once this tree clears up here, we can put a super monkey there. But in the meantime, let's go and upgrade the rest of our towers. Probably just want top path on the mer monkey to help with cleanup. That'll be fine. And let's go ahead and invest in a bottom. No, sorry. Invest in another top path ninja, so we have two of them here. Yeah, that should be okay. If we do two top path here. Alright, let's just hope we don't get screwed over by this this mob here. We got it. Easy work, easy work. Alright. This tree is still not available, or this tree spot, I should say. Or this planter spot, whatever. Plot of land? I don't know. Yeah, I'll go with that. Plot of land. Plot of land here is still not available to us, so we're gonna have to spend some more money to get that open. But we've got plenty of towers to upgrade, so that shouldn't be a problem. We've got another 3,000 there, 4,000, 5,300. That should be plenty, right? Not quite sure how much we need to unlock this this specific plot of land, but Should be opening that up sometime soon. Sometime soon.
Yes, what is my friend? Careful, these are fragile. Break it. Well done.
It is looking like we're going to go over time a little bit. Don't really want to split this into
Door is open.
separate videos. I know I typically do that on stream, but you know, I just want to keep it together for the recordings. I'll just leave all this in, count it as one episode. Alright, it looks like we're still not clearing up all these trees. It looks like we're gonna have to spend a lot of money just to get them open. Either that or they're locked behind some kind of round cap or something. So I guess in the meantime, if this one doesn't open next, then we're gonna have to think about some other strategy we can use for the rest of the game. Obviously the rabbits are gonna help, so I'm gonna invest in those. Oh, there it is. Okay, great. Go and get that super monkey then. Start that guy going.
Hello. Ah, there you are. Quick, check the shop.
Go ahead and grab these last couple of bunnies. Once we have enough money, we can use a rejuvenation potion. Regain some of these lost lives that we lost earlier. We can start putting the rest of our money into the super monkey here for the last few rounds. Alright, there we are. I do have to keep re-upping on all of these, on these upgrades and everything. The pickles, the turrets, the fire, all of that. So it is chewing into my income a lot here, but that's alright. Kind of to be expected with Geraldo, you know? Alright, we can finally get this guy going.
Check the shop.
We do want to go middle path and top path, so let me go and just buy the range upgrades first,
Well done, my friend.
and then put all the rest of our money into laser blast, plasma blasts, sun avatar, all of that.
Thank you.
That should pretty easily get us to the end of the game.
Upward look. Well done, my friend. Quick, check the shop. Ah, there you are. Why, hello.
All right, anything else I need to worry about here? Again, we are re-upping on this on all these different upgrades here. Doing just fine there. Don't need to buy the genie. I guess maybe if we didn't have a super monkey, that could be good in place of it. Super monkey's just fine, especially with plasma blasts. That alone should take us to the end of the game. But let's see if we can't save up for the sun avatar. I know 5 rounds isn't a lot to do that, but maybe. Just maybe. That should be our Magic Monkey's medal done, pretty much. Thinking about what I want to do after this recording. I've got to do some more recording later. Got to finish out this session. It's going to be another hour and a half. I've got an Astria session I've got to finish out sometime. It's going to be another hour and a half. And it would probably be in my best interest to start getting this Borderlands session done. Because like I said, I can't record on Tuesday. So I'm going to have to do that either tomorrow night or the night after. But, you know, if I have time tonight, then I might knock some of that out. Because I do like playing Borderlands. So I might just do that. But, you know, I've just got a lot to do. So. I don't know, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll shave before I record again. I don't know. I'm realizing the weirdly clean lineup is very stark. A very stark difference to the rest of my hair and my beard. So I might take the time to wash out my hair and comb it out and shave my beard, maybe. Oh, there's round 80. Go ahead and buy a set an avatar, because we can. That'll be it. Alright, cool. Get our medal and our cash, and that'll be it. I will see you in the next episode. If I look different, it's because, like I said, I either took the time to do my hair, or I just put off the recording till tomorrow. And I probably am just wearing something different, so. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.